Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM, brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray, fastest 90 minutes in outdoor radio programming. And Ron Wong, I know we've already done an hour. It seems like 15 minutes. Now, I know. Shelby McCall thinks it feels like 3 hours trying to produce this thing. But,
well, it's the fastest 90 minutes in outdoor radio. It's
because we keep it rolling, and we're rolling into this segment on this Saturday morning, December the 12th. We're rolling to a segment that
East Tennessee.
Yeah, we're kind of switching over to East Tennessee a little bit, but I know we have a lot of folks in our Memphis area, including me, that love to go to. I'm a mountain person. I'm not a beach person. They used to kick sand on me all the time down on the beach. I love to go to the mountains. That's when I was big and strong growing up. But I love to go to the Smokies. I love to explore the Smokies. I love to explore all the trout streams and other streams that they have over there. And I thought, well,
it's so beautiful.
Yeah,
too,
it is beautiful. And so our good friend, Scott Fielder, who's public relations and public and community relations for the Tennessee Valley Association, a former FedEx man that Ron knows from Scott's many years at FedEx in communications and PR, said, well, would you like to talk about millennial fly fishing? And I said, I don't think we've ever done that before in Outdoors with Larry Ray. Let's do it.
So interesting.
Yeah,
wow.
Let's do it because we've already set this segment up with earlier segments about getting people involved in the outdoors during this crazy times that we live in, whether it's deer hunting. We're breaking all the records, deer. We've already broken all the turkey hunting records. Young kids are catching fish like they never caught before. So let's talk to some folks that, I don't want to say they're kids, but they are to me. But my son is one of these. So let's talk millennial fly fishing. And Scott was good enough to set up a couple of guys on this segment who are on a conference call, and that is Jonah Duran. He is a fly fisherman. Good morning, Jonah.
Good morning, Larry. How are you?
Glad to have you on with us. And we've got another one on here. We've got Shannon O'Quinn. And Shannon is a part of the TVA team. I guess, Shannon, explain what your role is with TVA.
Yeah, good morning, Larry. I work for TVA. My job is to work with partners all across the valley to protect and improve water quality and aquatic habitat, and that includes the streams and the reservoirs that the fish live in that we like to catch.
Yes, yeah. And I know that Jonah, you're relatively new to fly fishing. I think that Scott told me that you'd caught your first trout in August of 2018. That's a couple of years ago. So talk about how you got involved in fly fishing. And I hate to ask you guys, but how old are you?
No problem. Well, I'm 28 as of November, but I've been involved with this, like you said, for 2 years. And I don't know, I guess something caught my eye, and I've stuck with it ever since. I go out as much as I can, and I've enjoyed it quite a bit.
What made you do it? I mean, did a friend say, hey, you want to try some fly fishing? And, of course, you got to believe you live within how many miles can you be at a trout stream where you live?
Oh, for me, well, I grew up right by the Holston River.
There you go. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
It wasn't very far at all, especially from where I went to school. But I guess from where I live now, the mountains are only about 30 or 40-minute drive. So I'm very blessed to be able to, have access to all these great opportunities all around.
And you run Vols on the Fly at the University of Tennessee. What is that?
Yeah, that is a Five Rivers chapter, which is a college program put on by Trout Unlimited for students that are interested in conservation and fly fishing.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Cool. Real cool. And Shannon,
cool.
Shannon, you hear this, and you've been on the job how long?
Well, I'm not as quite as young as Jonah. I've been working for TVA for 20 years now.
Well, that's why they call you a senior water resource specialist. I mean, you have that thing. what's and I know that you said that in the things here that you caught your first trout when you were 5. So did you hear that, Jonah? I mean, he's got a few years on you here, but talk about it from your perspective, fly fishing, particularly this time that we're going through, Shannon.
Yeah. So like I said, I've worked for TVA for 20 years, and I moved to the Tennessee Valley just because of the fishing.
Did you? And, okay. From where?
I live in Johnson City.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and I live next to 2 of the best trout fisheries in the United States. That's the South Holston tailwater.
Yes.
And the Watauga River below Wilbur Dam.
Doesn't take you long.
Those are some of the best trout fisheries in the United States. I mean, if you go out west, people are saying, well, why did you come out here? If you've got South Holston and Watauga. But, talking about, 2020, I mean, people, they've been cooped up in the house and want to get out. And, you really can't go on a vacation that you would in the past.
That's
you
right.
wouldn't be on a plane or traveling to a destination or something. So a lot of people have been looking for low-cost opportunities to get out. We've all had cabin fever.
Yeah.
And TVA offers that opportunity. We've got public land that people can use, camp on, and, they're all next to reservoirs, streams, and I mentioned South Holston and Watauga. People are, we work with TWRA, all the time to try to create access for people to be able to get in and float and wade. So, this has been a banner year for, TVA land, the trout fisheries on our tailwaters. There's just been, a lot of people using that. And I expect it to be that way in the upcoming year as well.
Don't you think in this crazy times we've got that there's more people social distancing outdoors than maybe any other time, Jonah? I mean, from your perspective as a relatively young guy?
Yeah, absolutely. And, that's kind of the funny thing about fly fishermen. We've been practicing social distancing for much longer than this pandemic's been going on.
Yes.
But it's definitely a great opportunity, to get out there, and we can still, have our club and have our events because, we are able to take advantage of the resources that Shannon just spoke about. There's a lot of them in the area, and it's great. Great having it.
And I'm noticing, and Shannon, you can talk about this because you're really heavily involved in the protecting the water quality and things along that the aquatic biodiversity in the Tennessee Valley. So this gets some. Are you seeing a lot of young people? I'm not aging you, but I'm not aging Jonah either. At 28, I'm seeing some kids learning to fly fish.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've got a daughter. She's 10 years old. Yeah. And she loves to get out in the river. I bought her a pink fly rod and and waders. Yeah. And she's ready to go. She loves it. And if you get I fish a lot at South Holston, like I said. Yeah. And we've got a really good access site right below the dam at South Holston.
Been there, yeah. Been there.
People, with, are down there. You'll go down there any given day, and there's 30 people down there, and a lot of them have their kids, and their kids are just enjoying, whether or not they're catching fish, they're just enjoying being out there. It's a place that people can go and enjoy the outdoors.
Well, I know. Jonah, you've got to start in what I think is maybe the fastest part. We only got a couple of minutes here. You're a kayaker, right? You've done that too?
Oh, yeah. I've done a fair bit of kayaking on all the rivers in town.
And that's a booming business. I mean, people are There's more people buying kayaks right now. Ron, I may be wrong. Maybe
kayaks are way up. Yeah, the sales of kayaks, canoes are way up.
And here's the great places to do it, folks. You can do it over there. So now, in the last couple of minutes here, Shannon, we need to find out. You can go. There's a website that I pulled up, but you guys have written a great story not too long ago, November the 19th, about. You even brought up some names on there. The digital natives, the boomerang generation. Come on now. I didn't know what those places were, but tell our listeners out there, Shannon, where we can get more information about maybe TVA and the rivers and waters that maybe some people over in West Tennessee want to get to.
Yeah, TV. There, you can always go to TVA.gov.
That's it.
We have a lot of information, and I don't want to go on and on, but we have information about how we make these tailwaters, blower dams, great areas for fishing. Whether
class.
it be access areas.
World class, world class.
World class.
Yeah, that's a lot of folks don't realize, and I didn't realize 11 dams. There's we can go all the way. I know. Jonah, you said your favorite's the Holston River. That's below Cherokee Dam, which I've been there, and the Clinch River below Norris Dam. Go to TVA. What was that again? Go to TVA.
TVA.gov, yes.
And that'll find folks. Look up the story on millennium fly fishing. Hey, guys, thank you. Wish we had more time. Scott Fielder, thank you for setting this up. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Jonah, hope y'all have a great day, and we'll talk some more. Okay, buddies?
You guys have
great talking with you.
Thank y'all. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, let's take a break. Come right back. Wrap this baby up. We're going from the mountains of East Tennessee to the Ozarks. Whoa, I love to go to the Ozarks. We're going to God's country on the next segment. Come right back.